Hi everyone, and welcome to the Hermetic Shaman. My name is Jayme, and today I'm going to be tapping into collective energy. This reading is intended for anyone who feels drawn to it. As always, please take what resonates with you, and gently release what does not. If you're feeling called to go deeper into your own energy, I do offer personal readings and cord cutting sessions. The link to my website is in the description box below. And without much further ado, collective, we're just going to dive right in. Monitoring spirits are very heavy in this energy right now. So people could be wanting to ask you questions, trying to pry into your business, wanting to know any little thing to see. And it's mostly because they want to see if whatever evil eye, whatever projection, whatever workings that they are doing behind the scenes, they want to know if anything is sticking. That's the reason why people are being very evasive. I've even noticed it myself in the comments as well. So just be very careful with what information you're sharing with who, okay? Because not everything is everybody's business. And they might even be trying to frame this as like some kind of concern. So just be very careful of people now all of a sudden like, oh, I'm worried about you. I'm worried about your health. And they just want to know information. And for those of you that have commented about my breathing, I know some of you have a genuine concern. I know a majority of you, however, do not. Not that it's any of your business, but I do suffer from asthma, and we are just coming out of a really terrible heat wave here in Massachusetts, so things have been triggered. We are going to begin with the tarot dice. It will be loud for a brief moment. If you are sensitive to sound, I do recommend lowering the volume. Universe and Divine Council. What is the vibe? What is the tea? What is going on in collective energy? Oh, I didn't realize we had 4 of them. Okay. There could be some kind of a clash that's going on in regards to some kind of information that is getting ready to be released. Somebody here is definitely on the fence, whoever this Queen of Cups in the reverse is. This is somebody that's been very relentless. This isn't somebody here that has been doing any healing, so to speak. Somebody here is definitely feeling very selfish. Somebody here also does not want something to be over. And I feel like this has to do with responsibilities, but it has to do with them pawning off their responsibilities onto others. It's something here about this person does not want to, they don't want to do the work. They don't want to do the healing work in order to take responsibility, maybe for themselves in some kind of way. We do have the Knight of Swords. It is sideways. You could have been manifesting some kind of truth to be exposed or to be released in some kind of way, and I feel like that is, with this Magician in this Knight of Swords that's sideways, I feel like you have been calling in this truth, this clarity here, and something is getting ready to move in. Whenever I see the dice that is sideways this way, I'm always picturing the Celtic cross with that crossing card. And usually that crossing card is like, what's happening in the moment? So whatever truth, clarity, information that you have been asking for, it is coming to the forefront. It's being exposed right now. People are seeing what has been hidden, so to speak. This is in regards to a High Priestess in the reverse. This is somebody here who needs constant validation. They need constant attention. This is somebody here who ignores their own conscience. 100%. They do not listen to their intuition. This is somebody here who lets their emotions cloud their judgment. We do have the Knight of Pentacles that is sideways, but it's in the opposite direction. Something here is definitely getting ready to be sped up. There could be some kind of, whatever this news is, this has to do with some kind of betrayal. And almost, I heard mass betrayal. There's been a mass betrayal. It's like the energy of like people are now finally like opening up their eyes to a certain individual, this Queen of Cups, High Priestess in the reverse. It's giving heavy Aquarius, Scorpio energy here so far, but I do have Gemini, Virgo, I do have Leo, Gemini here as well. This could have to do with some kind of mass betrayal. Maybe you have been manifesting for, I don't know, Jesus to take the wheel, for God to get in the driver's seat, you know, and it's something here about some things needed to be lined up, and maybe you've had to have a lot of patience throughout this time, especially with this Knight of Pentacles sideways. Like, that patience is now paying off because he's not reversed. Somebody here could have also been trying to do something in order to try and rush something along. How is somebody going to ask for some kind of change, but yet be unwilling to change themselves? So somebody was trying to do something to stay the same, but it's like the energy of trying to lock something in. Either way, this whole row is ending with this Ten of Swords. There's definitely going to be a blow to somebody's ego, and I feel like it's whatever is happening right now that's leading towards you having some kind of celebration here with this Three of Cups. You are also receiving some kind of news of some kind of opportunity, some kind of resource being given to you. Maybe that's what somebody never wanted you to receive. Part of the truth that's coming out is how this person here, with the Two of Cups in the reverse, this person here is not very reciprocal. So people are starting to, how do I say this? It's like that, it's not trying to say that love is being, that love needs to be calculated and that you need to take stock of who's loving more. But it's like this energy of people here are noticing where they have been pouring in love and not been receiving it because this person here is not reciprocal. For whatever reason, I don't know. Maybe they just don't care. With that Queen of Cups in the reverse, this is somebody that's definitely lacking compassion. This person could be being isolated right now. Maybe they don't want this to be seen. But this has to do with your strength here. Because we do have the Strength card right on this end. You've had to really temper yourself. You really have had to like tame yourself, so to speak, in regards to whoever this Queen of Cups in the reverse is. Somebody that's been very relentless. It's like they never wanted to heal something. Maybe this is somebody here who doesn't feel like they need to heal the relationship with you, or it's like this energy here of like they're never in the wrong. Something here about the silent treatment. Somebody here could play the silent treatment towards people when they don't get whatever it is that they want. So it's like they do this energy of like they try to push people away to make it seem like this is what you're missing out on. Somebody is very upset that that contract is over between y'all. And they're trying to blame you. They're trying to blame you. Oh, because they never want to take responsibility. They never wanted to handle their own responsibility. Maybe this is somebody here who always felt like you would always be around and that you would always do something for them. So how are you going to be relying on someone to give you something and then be uncaring? This is somebody here who always felt like something here was expected. Very strange energy. But either way, like I said, we have the Page of Pentacles with the Page of Wands here, and they're both upright. So whatever this news is, like I said, it brings in some kind of opportunity, it brings in some kind of resource, it brings in something physical here, and I feel like this is also going to reignite or add more fuel to whatever it is that you are doing at this time, whatever that looks like for you. It's like your passion. It's like when you receive this, you're gonna be like, ooh, it's kind of like when you get like a job well done, and like, you know when you're like in school, right? And you do really good on a project or something, you'd get like a little extra, you'd get like like a badge of honor, so to speak, like an award, whether it's a sticker or something, you know what I mean? It's giving something like that, and it's also reinvigorating you in some kind of way where you're like, ooh, look at how good I did. It's like this confirmation to keep going. It's like that energy to keep going. That's what I feel like is happening right now. Either way, something here is leading to some kind of celebration for you. Okay, we're going to get to that one in a second. Whatever the celebration is, or maybe it's just you celebrating your good news. You celebrating, you know, the rewards of all of your effort. And this is bad news to somebody, to this person, because maybe somebody here can no longer orchestrate a situation in order for you to pick something up. So this is somebody here that wanted you to feel like you needed them, but they had to put something in a way. This has to do with that Page of Pentacles. So maybe somebody here was trying to keep you in a position of lack, so that way you would be dependent on something that they gave you. But it's like now that you no longer are, or that you're able to do something for yourself, somebody never wanted you to be able to do that. Because they wanted you to be in a position where, in their eyes, they felt like you were less than them. So you would accept some, it's like breadcrumbing type of energy. You would accept whatever it is that they were giving you. This all has to do with this, you being this Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody very prosperous, abundant, nurturing, practical, somebody here who makes wise choices, wise investments. With this Eight of Wands here, there's definitely good news trickling in your way. Somebody here was also being very relentless again. That's like the key word of the day, is relentless energy with this Five of Swords energy. Somebody here just, they wanted to win. They wanted to do whatever it took in order for them to win. Even if it means having people walk away from them. Which is right here with this Eight of Cups. Yeah, you walked away so far to the point where you just don't have any more love for this person or this situation, how it is. You were like, fine. Sometimes if you want change, you need to be the change. And I feel like you became the change collective. You were like, okay, fine. You don't want to heal? You don't want to evolve? You don't want to handle your own responsibilities? I'm out. I'm no longer doing it. It's because somebody doesn't want to do for themselves. It's something here about excuses as well. There's been a lot of excuses, and I feel like you're at the point, collective, where you're like, now what's tomorrow's excuse? You know, and what's the excuse after that? It's giving that kind of energy. It's like something here has become played out. Wow, we have the Hanged Man as the dice that's sticking up in the bowl. Somebody you're unwilling to see things from different perspectives. They're trapped in some kind of outdated mindset. Universe, please tell me more. We have the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles talks about collaboration. Working together as a team, everybody being on the same page, everybody knowing that they each contribute something to the whole. Seven of Cups in the reverse. This is the energy of no longer being confused. Finally knowing what path to take. The Lovers reversed and the Seven of Pentacles. There's definitely some kind of contract here that is over. It's completely over. Family, friend, lover, business. Maybe that's what you're celebrating. Maybe you're going to be entering a season here where you're finally going to encounter energies here that want to work with you instead of wanting to work against you, or even wanting to limit you. Because like I said, when it comes to the Three of Pentacles, everybody brings something unique to the table. That's why they're all able to work together, because one person's able to provide this, but that person can provide that. And the other one brings this. And you put all three of them together, you have a powerhouse. Maybe people are no longer confused with who they need to work with who they need to collaborate with. And this all has to do with some kind of an adjustments here that have been made with the Seven of Pentacles. Because we do have the Lovers right here. It's like one contract closes out so that a new one can start taking shape. A better one. One that actually is approved by source. Whatever this contract looks like to you. It could be you going into a new workplace. It could be you, connecting with a soul tribe. One that's actually for you. Universe, please tell me more. Whatever it is, you manifested it. Universe, please tell me more. Whatever it is, you manifested it with the Magician. Thank you for the confirmation, Spirit. You're in the middle of birthing some kind of new life, and you're celebrating it, right? Because usually when you have a new baby, right, you celebrate. Well, I mean, you got to heal and stuff, but you know what I mean? It's due cause for some kind of celebration. You just brought life into the world. You brought new life into the world. And that's exactly what you're in the process here of doing. And somebody here is trying to lie, again with the Ace of Swords. Listen, to whoever the karmics are, because I know that you be watching, right? Lying got you into this mess. Lying is sure as hell not going to get you out of it. Just said it. I don't know who that was for, but you needed to hear it. Somebody could even be lying about why you're no longer around, why you no longer want to collaborate with them, why you turned your back, why you moved on. Maybe somebody here has been lying about that, but the truth is that you left a loveless situation. There was no love being offered there. And a part of love is respect. Respect is a big part of love. You decided to leave the table when respect was no longer being served. And somebody here was lying about it, or they were able to get away with those lies in the past, but now people are now seeing the truth. Because you manifested that as well. And maybe that's why you've had to keep yourself in check here with this strength energy. Because sometimes you do want to lash out, especially when somebody here has been lying. And you can tell when somebody's been lying by the way that you're being questioned by other people. Universe, please tell me more. We have Temperance. This is all about alchemizing the energy. It's also about moving on. It's tempering the hot from the cold. This is all about you holding back as well. Wow, double fours here. See, somebody was trying to put you in a position where they wanted you to feel abandoned. They wanted you to feel alone. They wanted you to feel isolated. They wanted to feel like you would never be able to accomplish something, that things would always be cold for you. Had you not taken them back. Again, family, friend, lover, business. But the truth is that you built something better without them. You built a better life without them. And you're celebrating this, as you should. You should be celebrating the rewards of your effort. You worked hard. You did. And from the looks of it, you did something alone. Which is why people can no longer deny your results. Universe, please tell me more. Wow, and now the Empress came out in the reverse. With the Ace of Cups, there's been no love, there's been no respect. The Empress in the reverse is not somebody who can take care of themselves. This is somebody here who's very needy. They want what they want when they want it, but this is somebody here who doesn't want to put in the work. They don't. They don't want to take something. They don't want to grow something. You know, it's the energy here of like, and I mean this with no disrespect, because I know like not all of us can grow our own food. I don't even grow my own food, okay? But I'm like, it's the energy here of like, somebody would rather go to the store than take in their own crops. You know what I mean? Because usually the Empress is given the seed, and she's meant to nurture and grow that seed. But this is somebody that's like, no, I don't want this little promise. I want the full thing already. But somebody doesn't understand the experience that you gain from being able to grow something from a little spark. Taking an idea and turning it into something here into 3D, for example. Wow, and we have the King of Pentacles reversed, so there's a lot of greed here on the table. Somebody here could be a mother, doesn't have to be with the Empress reversed. Somebody here definitely reneges on their responsibility. Maybe there are other people that's supposed to be in this person's care. But again, this person they don't care about anybody else. They only care about themselves. So somebody here has been stuck in some kind of loop. And this is all based on some kind of greed. They don't feel like they need to put in the work. It's like they want something handed to them because they feel like they deserve it. They deserve something. They earned something for whatever reason, I don't know. This could definitely be somebody here who's very hurt. Like I said, there has been a lack of healing here, however this healing looks like for this individual. But they feel entitled to something because of something that they went through. Because it's not fair, is the vibe. Universe, please tell me more. I'm going to take the one that flipped over, but I am going to take a peek at those. We have justice. That's what's taking place right now, is justice. Somebody here could have been trying to attack your solar plexus. We have a lot of yellow energy here. Is that the yellow one? I don't even know anymore. I'm not the best when it comes to that stuff. Death reversed. The Six of Wands. The High Priestess reversed. The Three of Cups reversed. The King of Cups reversed. And the Hermit energy. Somebody here is going to be forced to go within. No matter how hard somebody tried to keep something alive, it needs to end. You are receiving some kind of victory. And whatever this is not good news to somebody. This is about somebody's party or pity party now being over. High Priestess reverse with the King of Cups reverse. We have a lot of duality energy here. So I don't know if this is somebody whose masculine and feminine sides are both out of whack, or if this is like a masculine and a feminine energy, both being karmic here. This could be a couple or a duo of sorts. You've gained whatever wisdom you needed to from within yourself, and you've shed some kind of light here on somebody's selfishness, and maybe how somebody here has been very greedy. This is somebody here who's always partying is really what it feels like. But when it comes time to it, to get down and go to work, they can't do so. I'm going to keep them out. The Ace of Wands reversed, the Six of Swords, and the Eight of Wands reversed. Somebody has been trying to create some kind of stagnation. They never wanted you to be able to overcome something. Maybe somebody felt like if they delayed things longer, that it would have more of a heavy effect on you, but it only had the opposite effect. Like I said, you were long gone. You were headed towards your own happiness. You are actually headed towards energies that wants to work with you. Somebody just doesn't like the fact that the scales are now being balanced, that there is about to be an even playing field. They don't like this. Universe, please give me one more, please. Thank you. Judgment. They don't like it. They don't want to accept responsibility. They don't want to accept the role that they played in something. Five of Pentacles reversed, Four of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles again. This is somebody here who wants you to ignore your own needs. And they could even be potentially wanting to restrict you. They don't like the fact that you were able to get yourself out of some kind of circumstances here. Maybe circumstances that were orchestrated by this individual. But either way, like I said, you're headed towards some kind of victory with this Six of Wands energy. Give me one moment. Alrighty, y'all. I am back. Universe, please tell us more. We have an Ice Queen, and we have Awakening in the reverse. So this is somebody that's very cold-hearted. They never wanted you to wake up. They wanted you to keep dreaming, so to speak. They never wanted you to have some kind of an awakening. Somebody here is now concerned. They're concerned that they were not able to make you a third-party sitch. They were not able to blame you. And then we have a love spell right behind that. And then we have a boss energy. Maybe you outrank this individual. Universe, please tell me more. That love spell could just be somebody trying to persuade you. Somebody was definitely trying to scapegoat you in some kind of way. And now they're reaming the repercussions of doing such. Wow, what wants to peek himself out? This karmic masculine. Somebody desperately wants to be seen by you. They don't like the fact that you've gone down this new path because what? They can't keep up? They can't reach you? Maybe they're not allowed on this path? So they're concerned because they're expecting something to happen. What are they expecting? Oh, justice? Universe, please tell me more. Death magic? So somebody was definitely trying to get something to end for you. They didn't like the fact that you were a rising star. They don't like the attention that you are receiving. Somebody could have been trying to claim that you are false, or they were entering something false into the record. We have soulmate, and it's in the reverse. So this person is a karmic. So a karmic was trying to get rid of you because you didn't want to be attached to them much longer, this cold-hearted individual. This wanted to come out, so I'm going to keep it out. So they were trying to make something end for you because you're a rising star. They never wanted you to receive any traction in your career or in your life, so to speak. However that looks like for you. And now they're concerned. They're concerned because something didn't stick. They weren't able to get something to end for you. Whether it's them trying to like physically end you, if you know what I mean, like bye. Or if they were trying to end whatever it is that you were doing, take it how it resonates for you. But they're realizing it didn't work, and that energy needs to go somewhere. This is not somebody here who's very awakened. This is not somebody here who's very bright. You know, they're operating through the lens as if they think that they're the smartest one. But this is somebody that's so stuck in their emotions that they believe that everybody else is at, wow. So this is not, okay. That's why they're doing it. Because see, when you're in the Queen of Cups in the reverse energy, right, you're super hyper emotional, especially with that Hanged Man, your perception of the world is very limited to your own experience. And that's what happens with hyper emotional people, because they think that everybody else thinks and feels like them, but they don't. See, this is somebody here who underestimates people's ability to heal and recover. So they're like, oh, I know what's going to hurt them because this hurt me when it happened to me. And like maybe to you, you were like a little disappointed, but it's like, okay, well, I mean, that says a lot more about them than it does about me. You know, like, you've already healed from those kinds of things, if I'm making any sense right now. But people's perception is limited to their own experience. So this is somebody that's trying to treat you as to what would hurt them the most. But what works for one doesn't necessarily work for another. So now they're concerned because they know whatever they put out is coming back, if it has not already. Universe. Somebody could have been trying to, like, end your career based on a lie, and all they ended up doing was getting themselves examined, if you know what I mean. Putting the attention onto them. Or it's like, all right, you're trying to claim that the collective's trying to hide something? What are you trying to hide? Yeah, maybe somebody was trying to claim that you were holding on to some kind of animosity towards them, but you're not. Or else you wouldn't be this rising... Part about being the rising star, it's not about looking backwards, it's about looking forwards. This is all because you are in your North Node. You went down that path. And somebody here was trying to get you to go back on your awakening. Listen, once you step into your North Node, it's very hard for you to step back out of it. Or it's very hard for somebody else to get you out of it. Yeah, this is somebody here who's a Jezebel that was sending you an evil eye. And we have this priest energy right behind them. False narrative. They could have gone to a high priest, a dark one, because we do have this high priestess in the reverse. Or they could be this corrupted practitioner. Take it however it resonates, but somebody was trying to spread some kind of false narrative about you. Maybe to keep you away from a rich guy, and this could just be somebody here who's divinely blessed. Doesn't have to be, like, physically rich. Or you could be this rich guy, take it how it resonates for you. But somebody does not like the fact that you have entered your North Node, and somebody's been trying to claim that you are holding animosity towards them. They could have even been saying that you are very cold-hearted. That you haven't forgave them for something. Forgiveness does not automatically grant you a ticket back into somebody's life. That's just the truth. You know what? Let's get the hard truth in all of this. Universe, what is the hard truth? Right person? Challenges. You're being pushed to repeat patterns for the sake of expansion. Reflect on past lessons and integrate by making better choices each day. Know better, do better. And nurture this relationship. It holds the potential for mutual growth and support. And it says wrong time. I don't know if I'm liking this. Universe. Risk versus good vibes and humiliation. I don't know, I'm not sure if I'm liking any of this. The fear of being judged is holding you back. The risks outweigh the potential rewards. Be realistic while weighing the odds, the pros and the cons. You are surrounded by uplifting energy. Somebody wants to push you into repeating something. Social conditioning. This could have to do with some kind of obligation. Maybe somebody's trying to feel like you need to deal with them out of some kind of obligation. However that looks like for you. And maybe when that didn't happen, when you decided to no longer drop something here that was never yours to carry, somebody tried to humiliate you, and now they don't like the fact that you are headed towards good vibes. Because you're a rising star, they were not able to tarnish your image. And the hard truth is that the risk does not outweigh the potential reward. I mean, the risks outweigh the potential reward. You're being realistic. That's the hard truth. You are being realistic. And somebody doesn't want to admit that. Because they're not being realistic. Because what they're asking of you is not something that they would be willing to do themselves. And somebody has definitely been in fantasy land. They were trying to humiliate you. For why? What, because they don't like the recognition, the attention that you're getting? They don't like the fact that you decided to move on? Universe, please tell me more. With this right person energy, you remember how we saw that lovers in the reverse? And how we have this lovers upright? Somebody is trying to pose as if they are the right person. You know, they're trying to use that title that they have. Oh, but we've been best friends, you know, since the days of being in the sandbox. Or, you know, we're family. Or, you know, oh, but we've been married for so long. You know, you're the parent of my children. Whatever it is. And it's like, okay, two things can be true at once. You can be those things, but I can also be realistic in knowing that this is not healthy for me. Two things can be true at once. Universe. We have ego. Somebody's hurt ego is getting in the way. This is somebody that's trying to look you up. They don't like the fact that they are being investigated for some kind of abuse or neglect. You have decided to move on because maybe you're tired of being abused or neglected. Or all of the above at this point. And somebody's ego is hurt. Because they can't handle the rejection. Because they can't sit with the part of taking accountability and how do I move on? How do I better as a person? Instead it's, how dare you highlight that to me? How dare you be realistic? How dare you not look over that? We have screenshot. There could be some kind of screenshots here that are being exposed. Some kind of evidence, proof, facts about somebody here having some kind of bad reputation. So the person that was trying to humiliate you is now feeling humiliated because their bad reputation is now being seen. Somebody does not like the fact that you're moving on. You could be physically moving, or this could just be energetically, spiritually moving. Universe, please tell us more. Somebody's trying to be all up in your business. What else is new? This is somebody here who's a happiness hater. That's why they're all up in your business, because they want to know how more can they sabotage you. This is somebody here who's spending all of their time trying to stop you instead of spending their time doing something for themselves. This is somebody here who's talking shit. Yeah, that's all they know how to do is deflect. Look at where it's gotten them. It's like this energy of like, I'll show you, but are you really showing people? I mean, you are showing people. You're just showing people who the real you is. And then don't get mad when people pick up on that. You can't keep pushing people away and expect them to come back. This person here who's talking shit. Maybe there are screenshots about what this person actually said about you and to whom they said it to. And maybe to how many people they've said it to. This talking shit landed right on top of the screenshots. Like I said, there's some kind of information that you manifested to come to light, and it is coming to light. You have been dodging bullets, escaping crazy people, blocking negativity. You've dusted something off. You could be receiving some kind of an offer. I don't like the fact that this thief is sitting here right behind you with all of these fake smiles. We did have that 3 of Cups upright. And we do have this 10 of Swords. So maybe you receiving whatever this offer is, it's like your win is also somebody else's karma. They're going to have to watch you win and succeed and be given something. I mean, since they're all up in your business, it's like God is using you as an example of what it looks like when you're actually honest, authentic, and genuine. What it looks like to do something in the right way. Universe, please tell me more. Yeah, this is a person here who's an impersonator. They don't know how to be themselves. This is somebody who wants to be you, acts like you, dresses like you, looks like you, copies you. This person here is played out. They don't have any new tricks. They're played out. They are played out. Universe, please tell us more. Lies are about to be exposed. The lies are about to be exposed, and you're about to be going on some kind of an adventure. I don't know what that adventure is, collective, but enjoy yourself, have fun, but please be safe. The truth will eventually be exposed. There could even be screenshots about somebody here talking shit because they were all up in your business. Maybe somebody could have invaded, or I don't even know what the term is. Something about like invading your privacy in some kind of way and then trying to talk shit about maybe the things that you do. But it's like, how would they have access to this information? That could be being exposed as well from this impersonator. It honestly feels like, I don't want to say, like, I'm going to be mean when I say this, but at this point, I feel like I've been a little rough in this reading. But it's like the energy of somebody wanting to know, like, how you wipe your ass, too, because they want to wipe your ass just like you. It's like that intrusive energy. Maybe there could be screenshots about exactly how intrusive somebody was. Yeah, when these lies are exposed, it's going to be unmasking this person's motives. Their heart, their intentions, their true intentions are going to be on full display, this Queen of Cups in the reverse. At this point, male or female. Or anything in between. You have a protective shell up, as you should. Someone is keeping the true emotions hidden for self-protection. Somebody has been trying to create some kind of doubts as to why you are so protective of yourself, of your privacy. Somebody here definitely has some kind of jealousy issues that they don't know how to move from. And because of that jealousy, it's caused them to lie a lot. Because again, they can't face something. They can't face the truth. Universe, please tell me more. Control issues. This is somebody here that has control issues. They were trying to be the master puppeteer until you broke free. Maybe they felt like they designed the perfect prison until you started speaking your unfiltered truth. Maybe because in the past, maybe you were biting your tongue. Because maybe you didn't want to hurt people's feelings because that's how much love you had for someone or how much you cared. Universe, please tell us more. Yeah, somebody was trying to create inner conflict, but it didn't stick. Rumor has it. What? Rumor has it what? That you have a safe space? And somebody is mad that some kind of group dynamics are shifting, and this has to do with their karmic lessons? Yeah. Try to turn the whole group against you. They only got themselves exiled. That's really what it feels like. That's how I'm going to title this. Try to turn the whole group against you, only got themselves exiled. And that's why we had that love spell. This person was able to get away with persuasion to make it seem like they were the right person. But they weren't. They aren't. And they never will be. Not in this energy. Circle of drama. Yep, somebody here was just creating a circle of drama, and now they're pretending to be fine because they can't sit with the mess that they've created. And they get to watch you celebrate. They do. With this Three of Cups, they get to watch you celebrate. And this is blowing their ego because they never thought that you would amount to something, because they didn't think that you would be here much longer. They thought that they had done their doozy. Like I said, they think that they have created the perfect prison for you. But in all actuality, this person never knew that they were just building their own. That's actually kind of sad. We're going to close this reading out. I know this one's not as long as the other ones, but I have some personal readings to do today. So, universe, please give us a final message. Thank you. We have happy, happy. Number 26, happy, happy. What did I do with the book? They're gonna have to watch you celebrate. Oh, and we had yin come out with it. Okay, I'll read both of them. We have 26 and 2. 26 breaks down to an 8, and with this 2, it breaks down to a 10. So, happy, happy. Your desires are effortlessly fulfilled now. Find joy in the present moment, whatever is happening, and be satisfied with things as they are. You're free from the shackles of longing and able to experience the liberation that comes from actually being happy, moment to moment. For you have chosen happiness over yearning for it. Now is the time for feeling joy for the sake of joy and experiencing contentment. None of this is because of something outside of yourself. Your happiness is a result of your being at one with Spirit's plan for your life. All is well. The tide is in for now. Enjoy playfully splashing in it. The relationship message is, there are moments in a relationship when you just feel good about whom you're with, and you know that your heart is wide open to befriend, to love, and to care for another without wanting anything in return. This is the kind of happy that you just want to share. The appearance of this card in a reading tells you that joy and contentment are here now, not somewhere else or off in the future. The grass is greenest right where you stand. Didn't I say that in a reading a couple of days ago? The grass is always greener where you water it. Be grateful and delight in your relationship. And if you're seeking one, be happy now. Happiness attracts more of it. More of itself, like bees to honey. The prosperity message is, this is a time to take pride in your accomplishments. You're doing good work, providing exceptional service, and are well compensated for it. The world rains gratitude upon you, and you're happy with the results of your efforts and creativity. Isn't it amazing to consider all that you have done? Remember your partnership with Spirit in this moment too. Your soul has always known you could accomplish anything if it brought you joy. Amen to that. Then we have yin. This is a time of calculated receptivity as you gracefully await what is coming for you, ready to accept it when it appears. Yin does not involve frozen dreams or even resting, but rather consciously allowing things to flow to you, poised to receive the bounty that will be made available to you. It implies sensitivity as you alertly study the actions of others and contemplate how they will affect you and yours. Remember, you must make space for miracles to appear. Be the shaped, not the shaper, and you'll see how quickly your dreams manifest. Relationship message. Let others take the lead now. Your power lies in small gestures, soft awareness, and conscious surrender. By yielding the reins, you will find yourself effortlessly moving closer to what you truly desire. Permit others to tell you who they are and who they can be to you by allowing their actions to speak about them. You will be pleasantly surprised. And then we have prosperity message. This is a time when the most effective action is to allow others to show you the way forward. Observe their behavior and follow their lead. You desire to push through must take a back seat for now. Collaborate and offer your ideas rather than dictating what must happen. Let others come to you. It's important that they feel they have power now. Another meaning is about releasing your need to have things in the form you want. How do you want to feel basking in your success? Now allow the universe to show you the form. Yin is the sign of essence. Things may go more smoothly than you expect. This is about a time about going with the flow and allowing others to show you who they really are. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And making firm decisions on that. But you are headed towards happiness. Just make sure that when you're making decisions, you're making decisions that come from a place of, is this going to make me happy? Is this going to bring me joy? But that is what I have for y'all, collective. I am sending you all lots of love and lots of light. And I will see you next time. Ciao.